Na 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 na. I just got some diamonds doing everything.
All right, y'all, we're going live in about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. All right, all right, all right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful people? If you can see my screen and if you can hear my voice, do me a favor and type the number one in the chat if you can see my screen and if you can hear my voice. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I got Jared, Harley, Braden. Where you guys opted in from? Let me know what part of the world are you opting in from. Okay, we got Anthony, we have Lachelle, we have Mike, Mario. All right, Miami in the building. Okay, California. Let's get it. My sister live in LA. She just gave birth to my brand new niece. Shout out to the West Coast. We got Phoenix, Arizona in the building, Algeria. All right. Awesome, awesome. So we're about to get started. Harley from the Midwest. I got that in direct message. All right. So I'm gonna turn it off for a second before the spammers start coming in, start spamming their links to a bunch of BS, So we're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. So Mike from New Jersey. All right, let's go, let's go. Okay. Um, so bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, a lot has been going on in the markets. Let me go on ahead and turn my camera on and let me begin this recording. All right, we are officially recording right now. All right, hopefully we're all good here. Let me just bring this all the way down right over here. And I'm good with that, just like that. All right, cool. Cool. So, yeah, a lot of updates. It's been impacting the markets really in a positive way. There's a lot of volatility going on, and you could expect that. This is the final month of 2024. We're about to get into 2025, and there's a lot of key updates, especially when it comes to crypto. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over some updates in some of the different markets before we actually look in the charts, see what's good. If we see some good opportunities, we're going to take those opportunities because, the goal over here is to make money, end of the day. So I got a couple of crypto updates for you guys, and this is going to be good for playback and for learning purposes, as well, especially for all the new people that are on. Shout out to you. If you are new, shout out to you. If you've been here for a while, and for those of you that are veterans in the game, a couple years deep, still tuning in for the sake of being a part of the trading community, the real trading community. So as you know, last week it was December 4th. I remember that day because that's my fiance's birthday, December 4th. December 4th was the day that Bitcoin broke 100K. I remember a good friend of mine, shout out to Ivan Paychecks from Queens. A good friend of mine, Ivan Paychecks, would always talk about how Bitcoin is projected to go to 100K. And he was saying this back in 2016. People thought he was crazy for it, but I believed it. As crazy as it sounded to a lot of people, I believed it. And look, it eventually happened. A lot of people projected that this would happen. And there's a lot of people that gave up on Bitcoin when that one time when it hit 20K and then it just crashed dramatically. And it didn't get back to 20K for over a year. And as time went on, it finally started to break these levels 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then around 67, 60, 66, 67K. I think it was at the end of 2021 or around 2022. Bitcoin crashed again and was basically fluctuating between the high tens and in the 20s and 30s around that area. But look what happened. Dramatic increase during Q4 of 2024. Bitcoin breaks this milestone, gets a lot of people believing in Bitcoin. A lot of corporations are investing in Bitcoin. They're looking at it based on the market cap, and they're projecting it's going to get to 1 million a coin within the next 10 years. So again, another thing that sounds crazy right now, but in the future, everyone's going to be regretting they didn't get in Bitcoin because they thought it was too late to get in Bitcoin. So a couple of things. All right. So obviously driven by strong institutional demand, approval of U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs, which is a big deal. Electronic exchange traded funds. It's a better way to get yourself involved in stocks because these ETFs are basically pieces of shares that you're invested into. Instead of buying shares in whole, you're basically buying into a fund. And so spot Bitcoin ETFs are renewed optimism following pro-crypto policies from the U.S. administration, which you already know the deal. It's up 130% year to date with a market cap of 2 trillion, challenging tech giants like Google and Amazon. To have a market cap of 2 trillion is basically, if you compare GDPs, how much a country takes in revenue wise, 2 trillion is a big deal. 2 trillion will make you, top 10 country around the world if we're talking straight finance. Number two, Ethereum's momentum. Ethereum is gaining traction with the 50% rise since early November, fueled by its deflationary tokenomics, DeFi adoption, and reduced congestion on layer 2 networks like Arbitrum. It is projected to reach 4,300 by year end. Okay, we're talking Ethereum. Analysts suggest it may soon outperform Bitcoin in growth potential. Ethereum's blockchain is pretty beast. It's going to be a good season for altcoins and for regulatory and market sentiments. There's a lot of good news for crypto coming up in the future. The reason why I mentioned crypto is because some of you may not notice, but obviously, cryptocurrencies are still currencies. What do we trade in Forex? We trade currencies. This explains why in certain prop firms and certain brokers, you are absolutely allowed to trade crypto pairs as well, because Forex is trading currency. We trade fiat currency and cryptocurrency within the Forex market. So for those of us that are day trading, if we want to day trade BTC USD, we want to day trade ETF USD, so on and so forth, we are able to do so through Forex brokers and Forex prop firms, as you well know. Now, in talking in generic currencies, such as the regular currencies, fiat currencies, a couple of things, a couple of updates. So number one, the U.S. Federal Reserve focus, markets are watching the Fed's upcoming decisions after last week's positive labor market data. Friday was GDP, the most important, basically one of the most important trading days in every month is the first Friday of every month. GDP updates are huge. So there's a lot of big movements to take advantage of when it comes to USD. Any hints of a prolonged pause in rate hikes could affect USD strength against major currencies. Number two, economic data highlights, CPI reports, inflation data from the US, UK, and Germany are anticipated to impact the USD, GBP, and Euro currencies respectively. Watch for clues on central banks' policy directions. Flash PMIs, preliminary Purchase Manager Index PMIs figures from Europe and Asia will provide insights into economic growth expectations. Number three, currency pair outlooks. Euro USD, this pair has tested support levels as traders speculate on the European Central Bank's rate decisions. GBP USD, ongoing UK inflation challenges are driving cautious sentiment among traders. USD JPY, a weakening yen is prompting intervention speculations with the Bank of Japan's monetary policy under scrutiny. All right, and there's a couple more updates. But last but not least, let's talk about stocks a little bit, because when we're mentioning stocks, guess what? A lot of us trade US 30. We trade SPX 500, right? We trade the NAS 100, right? So there's important updates to have. If you're a trader for real, you're gonna want all these updates. Bottom line, I talk to people all the time that say that they're traders, and whenever I'm speaking on geopolitical events, things that actually are going to move the markets, they're fucking lost. Excuse my language. They're lost. They have no idea what's going on. And I'm like, as a trader, it's important for you to know a little bit of what's going on, because it's to your advantage. It's to your advantage. You will know what to anticipate, what to look for in order to take some good trades. No matter which currency you're speculating. So market performance and rate cut speculation. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 reached record highs recently, as we saw last week, right? Fueled by strong performances in tech stocks and Federal Reserve officials signaling the possibility of a December interest rate cut. Investors are closely monitoring the Fed's upcoming decision on December 18th. Okay. Now, US Q3 GDP, all right, quarter three GDP growth was 2.8%, with consumer spending being a significant contributor. However, labor market data shows cooling trends with average payroll growth slowing down significantly compared to last year. November non-farm payroll data expected December 15th, and retail sales performance during the holiday season will be crucial indicators for market sentiment. All right, so if you know, the kids are going to tell you really what to invest in, right? So if there's a new hot toy or a new hot game, they're going to tell you what to invest. There's clues all over the place. If there's a cool new watch, if there's cool smart glasses, or whatever the case may be, the kids are going to let you know what's hot to invest in, not just to buy it as gifts, but to actually go and pay attention to some of these companies and taking advantage of some of the movements. So look, I could kill you guys with updates all day. So let's just skip the fluff and get right to the stuff, right? Right now, in looking at Euro USD, I've been looking at this all day. We're going to pay more attention to USD JPY in a second. Let's go over to Forex Factory. Let's take a look at what's really good, what's happening right now. All right, if there's anything that's actually worth our attention. So 10:30 p.m. there's going to be 2 high impact updates on the Australian dollar. So this is something to definitely watch out for. This is going to be in 1 hour from now. I am not going to be on live, okay, at this time, but something that is notable for us to really take advantage of. There are traders that straight up wait for high impact updates to hit the market before they actually take some trades. They see the original movements with these impact hits, and then they go on ahead and they take these trades, or they put pending orders in both directions. So if you understand how to trade from a fundamental standpoint, all right, this is a opportunity for you tonight. All right, I'm going to go based on technicals. There are no updates happening for about another hour, so we're just going to go right into the technicals and see what's really good. Okay, so first and foremost, let's see how the dollar's performing right now. All right, let me clear some of this high, some of these indicators. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. All right, so we're gonna see how the dollar is performing. So dollar has been going up, as we see over here. Hit a resistance, right around here, which was about 2 weeks ago. Tested this resistance for a little bit. We see some movement going to the downside, but for the most part, all right, we're going to be waiting. All right, I believe this is probably going to be going south soon. All right, and let's go right into USD JPY. We'll start with USD JPY, and then we're going to go over some of the currencies that I usually look at around this time. This is Sydney overlapping with Tokyo session. USD JPY. Let's go right in here and see what's good. Okay. So this was weekly. All right. I got my pitchforks up, got my fibs up, all that good stuff. All right. Market came out of the pitchforks right to this level. All right, I can see it's probably going to come right back into the range of where I had the pitchforks at. So it's probably going to push up just a little bit. It's going to start pushing up slowly but surely. Let me get rid of these drawing tools as well. Oops. Okay, let me just hide all for a second. All right, here is USD JPY. And we are on the 4 hour. All right, so let's zoom out as much as we could on the 4 hour. All right, right, see what's really good here. Use my horizontal ray. All right, I'm gonna start marking up some key levels, key immediate levels. I don't want to do a whole, I don't want to go crazy with some chart art right now. Just want to get right to the point and get to trading. All right, let's take a closer look. Swing low to swing high. All right, let's whip out this fib. We'll take it wick to wick. There we go. All right, so as we see, from swing low to the swing high, all right, market came down, reacted right over here. All right, it was right around the 50 range over here before it started to push up again. So definitely dancing around this area, 382, between 382 and the 50 range. Okay, a little bit of a push up. Let's bring this down to the 1 hour. Then we'll work our way little by little. Okay, see some resistance over here, just a little bit, a light one. All right, you see where the market is, see these equal lows. These are liquidity spots right here. Some nice quick grabs. Okay, let's go right into the 15. All right, we're gonna zoom in, get a much more closer look. All right, here's a sharp drop right over here, as we can see. All right, came to this point. Now it's drastically coming down. All right, I would like to make a nice trade call over here. I'm gonna go with the momentum, so I'm gonna use the Williams alligator. All right, let me just hook this up the way I like to hook it up. All right, go into style. All right, we're gonna follow the money. I'm gonna keep this green right here. Let me make it kind of like a neon green. There we go. All right, and let me give this a little more contrast. And I'm gonna make this just a little thicker. There you go. All right, we're gonna follow the money, okay? Oh, I'm bugging. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. The jaw is the last part. It's the lips. It's the fast moving average. I'll bring this down. Make this a little thicker. Yeah, we're gonna follow the money. All right, and let me save this as default so I don't have to adjust this again. Okay, so whenever the fast moving average crosses down the other two, it's basically following the momentum of a sell. All right, if the green line crosses up the other two lines, all right, that's a signal for a buy. Okay, something real simple. All right, you can mix this up with the MACD or whatever it is that you want to do, but it's a good indicator to have. In looking at this, let me just want to capture this. All right, so this is what I want to do. Let's put a short position tool. All right, sometimes the fib looks like one of the position tools. I want to capture this. So what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to actually position it right over here. And this is USDJPY. And I am willing to risk 20 pips. I think that's cool. It's like we could risk 20 pips for a solid 40 pips right over here. And guys, on Trade Locker, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I don't like using the break even feature. So right over here, okay, when you click that arrow up, all right, you see this, the trail feature is terrible. Each time I use it, it actually doesn't do the job really. It closes your trade completely in the negative. So be careful about clicking this. I guess Trade Locker's still gonna have to work on that because I just had nothing but terrible experiences with it. It's better to just monitor the trade and then pull out in profits when you want to. Okay, and so because I have the entry over here, this is not going to be a sell stop. It's going to be a sell limit. All right, so let me give you this, and then we'll go for an indices position after this. All right, so first let me give you a regular Forex one. Okay, sell limit. Actually, let me write it all the way out for my signal groups. All right, USD JPY sell limit. Okay, and we're gonna do. All right, entry price is gonna be. All right, 151.180. All right, and stop loss, we got it at 20 pips. All right, which is 151.380. Okay, and take profit. All right, there's a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio right here. That's 150.780. We'll do a TP2 as well for those that want probably a longer TP, a bigger TP. We're going to bring this to 2.5. All right, this is going to be 150.680. All right, and if you want to go deeper than that, we could do that too. We'll bring this to a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio right here. All right, so 150.580. All right, so this is a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. There's 2.5. There's a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and that's how I have it set up. Okay. All right, so right at this point, all right, we got this is 60 pips. All right, TP1 is 40 pips. TP3 is 60 pips. All right, TP2. TP2, 50 pips. All right, simple, real simple. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in the, actually, let me copy the link, and I'm gonna throw it on here too. All right. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put this in the chat. All right, and there you go. You have the chart shot along with the signal here. Let me put this in my groups real quick. It's a brand new one I just started not too long ago. All right. Let me put it on my Discord, which whatever I put in here, it goes into my Telegrams. Okay, there we go. All right, something real light, something real simple, okay? Nothing too crazy. You don't need to get crazy when it comes to trading. You don't need to get crazy, okay? So Trade Locker actually makes it simple. In this case, it's not going to be a sell limit anymore. This will be a sell. You can even have it set to a sell stop because it's pushing up. So the good news is that once it starts coming down, that's when it'll activate. So let me now switch this to a sell stop. We'll switch this to a sell stop because it's already above the sell. So boom, check this out. Entry point 151.180. Okay. Stop loss, yes. Stop loss is going to be 151.380. Okay, and take profit. I'm going to go with the first one. I don't need to be too greedy. 150.780. A win is a win, right? All right, and I got this at 2.5 lots. This client account. All right, and there we go. So right now it's pending. You're going to see it activate. So once it crosses down, you're going to see it activate. So let me zoom it in so you can actually watch it in live action, okay? So boom, right over here. So right now it's going up as soon as it starts coming down, but you can't fool this. Remember, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We're looking at some manipulation right now. Okay, look at this. It's manipulation. What happens after? The market is going to correct itself. All right, so this is what you call a fake breakout, false breakout, which is a fake out. All right, that's what you call a fake out as well. All right, but when you look at the lips and how it crossed down, there's a lot of strong resistance here. So it could push up for a little bit, but eventually it goes up. It's going to eventually come down. All right, so when we look at this at higher time frames, all right, we'll look at this at higher time frames. You're going to see how the setup looks. Look at the wick. Peep the wick. The wick look crazy, right? Now, when this closes, when this 1 hour candle closes in 5 minutes, we're going to see how the new hour is going to begin. We're going to see how this closes, and we're going to see how the new hour is going to begin. So this is a perfect trap right over here for USD JPY. All right. It reached this high point. Now it's going to start coming down. All right. And we're just going to be patient along with that. All right. Let's look at the dollar DXY. Let's look at how it's standing. And it is right now at a point where it's resisted before. Okay. Here's a interesting level over here. Okay. Is that an interesting level? And so when I see that, all right, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Look at US 30. All right, this thing dropped. It's a lot of downward momentum here on US 30. Top down analysis, as you can see, it all checks out. This thing is going south. All right, let me zoom in here because I know this is probably so small for y'all. So let me just zoom in here. You know, your eyes will naturally identify, a pattern going on. You can do a couple things. You can use a GAN fan. You could use pitchforks. There's a few things that you can do. Actually, no, wait. So I missed this right here. Okay. Yeah, right to the middle, right there. Just the overall consensus right over here. This is dead the middle right here. All right. So in looking at this US 30, I can anticipate another potential sell limit. If I'm using my projections correctly, let me see something here. No. Wait, where I have my stuff at? Okay, there we go. I was bugging out for a second. All right, so obviously we can see. Long story short, it ain't gonna be perfect, but we can see that the market is basically in between this pitchfork. We can anticipate not exact movements, but we can anticipate that it's basically in a respect the boundaries of the pitchfork, right? So in this case, right over here, this is kind of at a midpoint. Eventually, all right, this is gonna either come somewhere around here or come somewhere down there. My bet is this is gonna continue to go south regardless. Therefore, all right, I want to make sure that I have a solid point where I know the market's going to continue south. When you trade US 30, when you trade NAS 100, when you trade SPX 500, these things have a lot of momentum to go along with it. If you ever traded exotic forex pairs, they move in a real crazy way. I could bet that right over here is probably where I would want. This is 40838. I could bet right around this area right over here, we could see potential drop coming. I don't want to do no perfect round numbers because those are institutional numbers. All right, we know this it attracts a lot. So, like for example, let's say we went with 44,400 flat, right? This is going to attract a lot of buyers and sellers. I don't want those kind of numbers. So I'm good with numbers probably right around here. Yeah, 4410, 410, like around these areas. All right. Now, when you trade US 30, when you trade NAS 100, when you trade these, then you definitely want a good risk reward ratio for sure. All right, so we could do the 3 to 1s, we could do the 4 to 1s, we could do the 5 to 1s. We could do it because it moves crazy like that, right? I'm gonna keep it to 3 to 1, right? We don't need to get too crazy. We don't need to get too greedy, right? We could keep it just like that. All right, you want to make sure that you don't have a high lot size on US 30. It'll take you out the game pretty quick if you over leverage, okay? So just be careful with this. I've had a horror story earlier today. One of my clients, instead of me instead of letting me trade for him, which was one of my agreements with him, he got excited with getting a funded account of 100K. Yo, the next second after I got it funded for him, passed the challenge for him. After he got it funded, in 1 minute, he blew 5,000, which terminated that account, that funded account, right? Which is hard to do because a lot of people fail prop firm evaluations due to the little rules, and then they pay money to retry, 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 retry. So now the guy has to retry, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, let me give you the exact numbers over here, and then I'll share this in the chat. And hopefully, you guys are getting some good value out of this. All right, there's going to be a sell limit. All right, unless it changes. But Trade Locker will correct it for you, if anything. Okay, so we have 44, 410, 10.05, I think it is. Yeah. All right, this is the entry point. All right, stop loss is going to be 422.48. All right, take profit. All right, we're doing it 3-1, so it's way down here. 44372. 78. All right. All right, let me get this screenshot in before I send it out. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure I specify this. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Here's the US 31 coming right up. All right, boom. 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 All right, and we have 25 minutes until the Australian dollar updates happen, which you could put pending orders on both directions. Just keep it separated by, probably like 7 pips from, where you think everything, the epicenter where you think is going to pop off at, maybe 10 pips. And you be all right with that, unless you want to take the other approach, and that's wait for the update to hit before you dive into it, doing market or instant executions. There's no wrong or right way to trade. It just comes down to make sure you got your risk management intact. All right, so now let me enter this pending order over here. My lot size is going to be a lot smaller, on US 30. US 30 is no joke. Can't just play around like that with US 30. Yeah, pending order. Okay. Stop loss 48. Okay. Take profit 44372.78. Okay. All right. This is cool. All right, not gonna be too crazy. You can also drag this up and down before you set something up. So, boom, something like that. I don't want to go crazy, and then y'all go crazy with lot sizes. Listen, risk management is extremely important. All right, on my 400K accounts, 500K accounts, and above, that's obviously it's different. You can take much bigger risks, and you'll be all right. All right, but when you're trading with client accounts, you want to be careful. And what is the point of learning how to trade if you're not eventually going to make a career of yourself from trading, right? Like, so you got to treat your clients with respect, and it starts with how you treat your accounts. All right. So if you treat it like gambling, trading is taking calculated risks. When you gamble, you just leave everything to chance. If you're gambling, you're going to be out the game quick. So at the end of the day, the dealer is always going to win, right? The house is always going to win. So us as retail traders, the goal is to get in, take our little profits, get out. All right. We got no other business prolonging our stay. All right. We don't want to overstay our welcome when it comes to the markets, because the markets, they're non-compliant. The markets want to destroy you, right? So the quicker you get that, the better. You treat it like a money heist. Get in, get out with the bag, and that's it. Close your laptop. All right, turn away. Run with the bag. That's it. Run with the bag. Okay. All right. So, all right, another 20 minutes for the Australian dollar updates. So, all right, do what you want with that, but there is some opportunity right now. It's going to be some volatility because these are high impact updates. If you use a site like Forex Factory, you can actually filter everything. If you're doing just strictly Forex and you only care about the big stuff, all right, you could go right over here to filter, okay, right there, and you could just uncheck, right, the grays, the yellows, which is the light impact, the oranges, which is the medium impacts, right, and apply the filter, all right, and you only get the high impact updates. Okay, so where you're looking at the market, Wednesday is gonna be popping. Look at this. Wednesday New York session is going to be crazy. Look at this. I like that. So, when you see this, you're like, all right, bet. New York session is going to be lit. That's the session I'm going to trade. And then you look at this, okay, 7:30, this high impact on the Australian dollar. You don't want to tie yourself with just one single session, right? You want to trade the setups, right? And you want to follow the volatility because the bread is coming in through the volatility. All right. I've been using Forex Factory since 2015. I've been trading for almost 10 years. February 2025 will make 10 years since I've been trading. And this is between everything, stocks and Forex. I fell in love with Forex in summer 2015, but it started with stocks and stock options. Right now we also do futures as well. We do a lot of that stuff too. But look, what a time to be alive. I mean, there's so many ways to make a play in the market. It's crazy. So all you have to do is just be patient. All right. Trade the setup. Don't chase the market. Okay. Don't get crazy. You don't need to. All right. You don't need to. So look, I stood on longer than I should have. If you got any other, if you want to hit me up for whatever reason, hit me up on Instagram. Okay. Shoot me a message on Instagram. All right. Make sure it's no extra S's, no extra Z's, no underscores. All right. Look for that blue check. All right. That's me. Okay. Shoot me a message. All right. Whatever questions you got, there's no such thing as a stupid question. I've been teaching since 2016. So I started trading in 2015. By 2016, I was already running Zooms. I was not Zooms, but GoToWebinars and the anymeeting.com. If some of y'all remember some of these older web conference sites, freeconferencecall.com. I mean, it's a few of them. There's a few of them, but even Google Hangouts as well. So look, I've been a teacher since 2016, teaching how to look at the markets, teaching people how to trade in the most simplest ways. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot me a DM. Ask me anything you want, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. If I answer every single question, in a Zoom, we'll be here all night. And I know there's other people a part of the movement that goes live after me. Okay, so I just want to give a special shout out to Brap, Just Rob, MPZ, Randy. Special shout out to Alpha Trader Firm. Special shout out to a few of my partners everywhere, Yopia, MU, and a bunch of other groups and organizations. I got love for everybody. So anyway, stay blessed, take care, and I'll see y'all soon. Don't be shy to shoot me a question. Closed mouths don't get fed. All right, closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. So even though we got like 20 people here, there's probably about 3 or 4 of you that's actually gonna hit me up. 3 or 4 of you that's actually gonna do something, actually make money, actually become a millionaire. Listen, it's just all you gotta do is reach out, show up, ask your questions. Okay, the squeaky wheel is what gets the grease. So make sure you let it be known. If you got a question, let me know what's up. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. All right. That said, stay blessed, take care. If you want me on, if you want more sessions like this, make sure you let these groups know. All right. I'm not trying to step on toes, but at the same time, if you want the value, you gotta let that be known. Okay. So with that said, stay blessed, take care, and peace out.